Hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectibles. Part 3 of the BBX build today. So, I've already done an unboxing video. I've already built the chassis, which was rather a long video, but some people have enjoyed it. Others have given it a straight thumbs down, but that's not a problem. It was meant to sort of skip through and just give you an idea of what's in the kit. This video, what I plan to do, I've got the upgrade shocks to fit. I've got replacement pinion gear, which should make this become a little bit more lively. A couple of other hot up bits. Obviously got to finish the body, paint the man up, and just finish the kit and make it look good, sort out all this wiring, and hopefully at the end of it we can take it out and run it around the car park. So with that said, let's get it over to the bench and let's carry on with the build. Right, first job of the day is to change the pinion gear, so let me just show you what it's doing. I'll just turn the power on. Now when I apply full power to the motor, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's got any speed to it at all. So let's get the motor out, let's get the pinion gear changed and see if we can make that a little bit better. Let's get this wheel off so we can get to the fixings. Right, where's the Allen key? There it is. Now if you saw the build video of this, of the chassis, you'll see that I did comment quite significantly on the fixings in this kit. And they're all anodised hex head, really nice, really high quality. Right, let's get the motor out. Let me just find a small Allen key for this. How many teeth have I got on here then? Right, so let me just explain the gear ratio. So if I've got this right, I'm not totally sure. So with the motor, I've got a 15 turn motor, and here it says buggy 15.5T, which is 15.5 turn motor, should have a gear ratio of 8.9 to 11. Now this was an 18 tooth pinion gear. And if I come across to the book, with an 18 tooth pinion gear, that gave me a gear ratio of 12.42. So because I want speed, I'm actually going to bring this right down and put a 25 tooth pinion in, which is a 8.94 to 1. So let's change this over to a 25 tooth and see if it makes a difference. Right, hop up options here. 25 tooth. Obviously the larger one that's in here. Slide the other one out as well. Yeah, it's definitely that one. So you can see the comparison between the 18 tooth that came with the kit and the 25 tooth here. So let's get this dropped in. It does come with a new grub screw, which is good, and a nice little Allen key. Right, and these do fit funny on this kit. It's not intuitive that they go around this way, so you slide that on there. Perfect. Right, again putting the cover back on the motor to keep the dirt out of the internals. Right, I should have done that before I fitted the grub screw. Right, let's see if we can get this mounted. It's pretty good. Drop the cover back on. And finally the wheel. Now just to mention, I did put, these are hop-up items here. So the kit does come with these plastic parts. These are hop-up ones that actually clamp onto the thread, clamp onto the axle, sorry. So they hop up bits as well. Just drop this wheel nut back on. Right, let's see if that's made a difference. Start the controller, turn the car on. It's not as big a difference as I thought, but there is a difference there, nonetheless. Right, and I also splashed out on the uprated big bore shocks, which are going to look quite amazing on there actually. So I've actually built these already. I will put a little bit of footage in now to assemble one of these, but they're all together. So the final job I've got to do with these is put the springs on. Now, the important thing to note is these are ridiculously expensive, and much to my horror, when they arrived, they don't come with springs. The springs are extra. And a set of springs for this are £11 for the front and £11 for the rear. So you're talking an additional £22 on top of the, you know, the large amount of money that these cost. Now, the quality of them, I mean, they're beautifully machined. So, I mean, that's where you're spending the money. But I'll have to look up what the set of these are. I can't remember now. But I did feel they were very, very pricey. Now, having built the front dampers, hopefully these rear ones are going to be quite straightforward. Took me a little bit of working out what the sizes of all the grommets and things were in the previous ones, but yeah, hopefully this is going to go together quite quickly. So we're going to do that top cap, undo that bottom cap, do the same here. I'm just going to undo all these packets and get all the pieces out. So I'm going to use those two, put those over there so I don't muddle them up. Let me just get the instructions again. Right. Take one of the shafts, put a circlip on. Same with this one. And that goes on. And that. Right, let's just build this up. So push this through here, then we go with a red O-ring, a spacer, two shims, another spacer, another red O-ring, one rubber grommet that goes over the top of this, should have put this on to start with really. Okay, and then the closing piece. Got to make sure I get this around the right way, that way round, and then I just screw this on like so. perfect. Do the same with that one. Good. Just wipe that excess away. Okay, we fill them now. So I'm just going to put these O-rings on here before I forget them. That's that one round there. And this one goes round here. And then we fill it up with oil. Just trying to get all the air bubbles to the surface. Okay, that's good. Put some oil in the lid, and then bring the two together. Looks pretty good. And then we just put an O-ring onto the small screw here. That's it. Put that onto my Allen key, and we just close off the damper in there. That's it. Perfect. Right, let's do the other one. Just make the ball joints up for the far end. So I want these two pieces, that one and that one, and then these two on there and one there. These aren't very easy to fit, I will say that. That's one. That's two. Okay. I'll just put these onto the shaft. Okay, and then this last sort of O-ring band goes round the seat of the spring, like so, just on there, and then this drops in. Now what I found is I was going to try and fit the springs out of the original kit, but they don't fit on these big bore shocks, so I've actually had to go and order a set of springs for these. So although the springs were £11 a set, they do come with 3 different stiffnesses in there. So I'm actually going to go for the mid stiffness spring, which are marked up as yellow. Let's just slide these out. There they come. to keep the others sealed in their packet so that they stay together. That's one. So that's the two for the front. Okay, and the two for the rear. That's one. And in case you were wondering, the springs that come with the kit don't have a sufficient diameter to fit over the big bore dampers. So you do need to go and buy this additional set of springs should you want to do this hop up. Right, so this part just slides up like so, and then we just drop the spring in and pop this back on. Simple as that. Lovely. Let's repeat that again. Lovely. Okay, right, let's get them replaced. So I'll do the front ones first. Let's stop these rolling away. Must have something underneath the board today because it's everything's rolling towards me. Now, when I built the kit, I was quite concerned that all of these are cutting a thread into the plastic and taking parts in and out. It's not going to have much longevity before you've threaded the fixings, but they do appear to be quite good. The plastics certainly are a step up in this kit. Very, very high quality plastics. This one. Right, that's out. I need to take that bush out of there and put that through the top of there. Right, let's see if we can get this back in. Oh, tight fit. Well, difficult to say whether they're going to be any performance enhancement, but they certainly do look the part. Yeah, really, really pleased with the look of those. So I'll go ahead and I'm just going to fit the others now. Right, in the big bore damper set, we do get some screws. So these aren't actually hex head, they are Phillips head. So I'm going to use those to put the dampers back on. Not the easiest of things to fit, but even so, could have been worse. Slide that back up on there, and then the knot that goes on the end. Let's get it in.
Right, so off camera, I've actually gone back and I've replaced these rear springs. Now, I did have the medium stiffness spring in there, and it was just far too draggy on the rear end with all the motor hanging out the back here, far too heavy. So I've actually gone ahead and put the harder spring in there, and I've also, you can see, I've had to increase the compression of the spring as well to get it to ride nice and level. Fronts I'm quite happy with. Rear's still a little bit low, but I think that'll be fine. It seems to run quite nicely actually. It's nice height. Right, one final thing, because these had a little bit of anodizing of blue in there, I've gone ahead and treated myself to some anodized blue hub nuts. Now, it might be a bit over the top, so let's see what they look like first. Ooh, if I can get it on. Oh no, I like that. I'm going with that. That looks really good. So I'll just go ahead and replace all of those, and then we can crack on finishing the frame and the body. Yeah, really pleased with that. Really does look the part. Right, time for a coffee. Well, this looks like a very, very difficult body to cut out, so I'm going to try and use my normal technique of just cutting or scoring the line with my knife, and then allowing the plastic to sort of tear. Let's give it a go. I've gone around the outside. Now let's have a look at these detail bits. I just want to make sure that I get these right. Let's do the top first. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the material around it. Let's cut a starting point. not bad at all. A little bit of filing, nothing major. Well, I was warned this was quite a difficult body to cut out, and it certainly hasn't disappointed. It's been very challenging indeed. So anyway, all the bits are cut out now, so let's get it outside and get some paint on it. Right, so I've given all a good clean off with some soapy water, dried them all off, and yeah, ready to give them a little spray. So here we go. Very, very hard to spray with one hand, so I'm going to put the camera down and yeah, come back to this once they're all painted. Okay, so the body's all painted, it's just over here. We'll come back to that in a little bit. I asked my son to paint the driver for me, and I think you'll agree he's made a lovely job of that. That's superb. So let's get that into the car. Now this mounts onto the receiver cover, which is this part here. Let's just take that off the sprue. Okay, it's mounted with an MC9. Let's have a look what we got in here. Let's give it that one. Just make sure I get this through the right hole. Right, I need an A16 as well. There's this little grommet here. Just going to get my cutters really. Being lazy, just using what's around me. Right, I'm just going to sort these wires out before I do any more. Well, I was out here yesterday evening carrying on talking to myself, and thought I had the camera rolling, and it was only after I'd sort of completed a section I realised that I hadn't actually filmed a lot of it. So I'll just talk you through what was done. You didn't miss much. We put a cap over the speed controller. These two either side buffer bars have been put on, and on the rear here we've got a protector for the motor, two little captive bolts inside there, and then the subframe mounts across the top here, and a loop around there, and that's basically all I did. So as I say, you didn't miss much. Right, so moving back to the body, you see I've put a cutting mat underneath. Best bit of many a Tamiya kit is this final stage of painting, where you peel the outside film off of the part. I'll just get this one started. You see, you just peel this clear film off, and you see the lovely gloss finish. Obviously you paint these on the inside, and then when you peel this off, very, very satisfying indeed. Look at that, lovely. Right, now the other side. Just pause for a second when I've got my other glasses so I can see what I'm doing. There it goes. Lovely. Okay, so these fit on with the two bits at the bottom there, so let's just make sure I've got these round the right way. So that's that side, that's that side. Let's get some decals out. Put those to there. Alright. Got some net there, I don't know what that's for, but I'll make sure I don't lose that. Okay, and the roof panel. We'll just peel the film off this one. Okay, so lovely. the 2 side pods finished. Let's get these sides. Inside 2 sides. Right, let's take the film off. Lovely to see the paint come through, isn't it? I say it's so satisfying. I'll just dust that corner over a little bit more, just while it's here. Okay, put the other glasses back on. Right, number 8. Right, I'm going to leave the other side pod drying for a little bit longer, and I'm going to carry on with the body. Just checking the camera was still running. What happened the other night is I carried on talking away to myself without checking it, and before I knew it, 20 minutes or half an hour had gone past and I hadn't recorded a thing. I will check it every now and again. So satisfying. It's my favourite thing doing RC kits is when you peel this film off. I keep saying it. Okay, is that all the stickers on there? I think so. Right, let's do this on the side pod. Okay, I think that's all of them. Right, let's put these to one side. I'm just going to cut these out. Just noticed these to go on the side of the crash helmet. It would have been easier to do this before I'd fitted the driver in the car, but we'll see how we go. Right, let's bring that over. There's the car. Let's see if we can get these stickers fitted onto the crash helmet. Don't know how easy this is going to be or whether it's even worth trying. Oh no, it should be alright. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. I don't know if this is on camera, apologies if it isn't. I've just got to get it at the right angle so I can see it. That's not too bad. It's one side on. That looks really good actually. Yeah, quite pleased with that. Let's do the other side. Oh. Go away. Try again. There you go, that's him done. Okay, onto the home straight it feels. So let's cut this bag open. Bring the pot over here. Oop. Okay, let's talk about body panels. So let's screw the roof on first. I need to get this screw bag open. Okay, MA3. Just a short little stubby one. That one there. That one there. Two. That one there. And this goes on top here. So that's, I'll put my aerial through there. It can't go there. So Let's bring this back into shot. And these just screw down through the roof somehow. I have made a little mistake in the holes for these 2/4 trims. I've actually drilled the holes just a fraction too large, so I am going to put some little washers on the screws, just make sure that I don't pull through. Right, it's looking good. I'm just going to stiffen up that rear suspension a bit more. It's still sitting very low. Right, time for a break. Page over. So, fitting the body. It's got double-sided tape by the look of it. So, just grab my scissors. Right. So, there's 2 sizes needed. So 4, let me just lift this over so you can see what I'm doing. So just on the instructions here, you can see the tape here, so I need 4 at this size. So let's just do those. 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 at that size. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, right. Just move that back over to one side. Now, what I want to make sure is I get all of the fabric around the same way. So I'm going to stick rough side hooks onto the body. So let me just bring this into shot, take that off, put that on there. Find out which side are the hooks. This side is the hooks. There's a white colour to the body. There's 2 at the front, but I can't see where they go, so I'm just going to the body side. Right, so these are the blue side off. You can down by here, either side of there, front wheel arch by the look of it. So I'm keeping my hands out short, which is pretty poor. So I might want to just peel back in plate with these. Right, let's go around and peel these. Come on. Right, let's fit the body. Okay. Just check it's where I want it. Okay, let's push it down. Right, need to readjust. Right, not too good, but we can soon change that. Right, that goes on there. And I just need to position these the same as the other side. Very good, looking brilliant. Okay, right, here's the template. the other one. Keep my template over there. Right, let's have a look. How do these go in? Like that, I believe. So I'm going to use this one on this side. Apparently this just zip straps in. Well, let's give it a go. Do them all loose to start with, and then I'll get the neck positioned. That's wrong. I'll cut these off. That went in all right. Not too bad at all, really. Just cut these down. And, so I'm just turn them around so they're not so obvious. That's one net in. That doesn't look too bad at all. I'm quite pleased with that. Let's do the other side. Right, that's looking good. All right, put the car to one side for a minute to make the headlamps. Let's have a look what we have in here. We have the forward lamps and the round lamps. So yeah, let's just work our way through. Right, R3. Get my cutters. Now it does say you can put LEDs in these. I may come back and do that another time. Just cut all the bits off of here and then I'll just clean them up. Right, these all have lenses to go in. So let's just cut a few of these out. Where's my scissors gone? Right, now these do have a plastic film on them. It needs to come off. So I'll try to get my knife for this. It'll be easier. Wow, okay, I've got the hang of it now. It's all in the cutting. Let's just screw these screws in. Right, that's the first one done. Right, let's do the next one. Okay, brake light. It's held on with an MA2. Give me one of those. I'll go up through here. You just get the Allen key on the back of it. Like that. And let's screw this in place. Right, so that's the tail lamp in place. You can just about see it there. Right, now I've got to take the roof back off. Rather frustratingly, it's if I'd known that we had to put the buckets on before, I would have done that. Never mind. So we undo these two screws. So in this box bracket here, for some reason we've got to put a rubber grommet in. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right. Now these go quite simply back up through, so MC3s, which are, can't see what they are. Why do you say that? I'll do this one. And this one. Right, that should make life easier. Yeah. 2. Almost. There it goes. 3. Put my little grommets on. 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm just going to drill out the holes in the body to make my life a little bit easier. Making sure I've got this around the right way. That goes through the 3 holes, hopefully. There we go. Right, then let's just screw our lights on the top. What's that right here? What's this? You don't want to them. Shot hands clear. That's through. Getting those fingers on. Okay, that's looking good. Right, side lights, these two, which are held on with an MB1. Yep. So what does an MB1 look like? There's one. There's 2. To the other side. Let's do that again. Right, back to where we were. Right, so as I was saying, I've been a very, very lucky boy in the fact that I miscut the body. I cut these areas out and didn't read the instructions. And it's only now, towards the end, I'm finding out that you remove these pieces to fit the additional lighting. So it's actually going to look the part rather than a little bit peculiar as it did earlier. And as I say, that's through pure luck. I hadn't realised there's front lights on it. I just cut away with my knife following a line that I thought was the cut line, and yeah, chomp the material away a bit premature. Right, that's that one. Let's pop the other one on as well. Awesome. Right, I'm going to put some of these some lights and some covers on the bulbs. I'll just grab my knife. I don't know if you can see this, I'll move it in a little bit. So because I'm not putting a illumination kit in it yet, I'll just cut round these and put them up on the glass for now. Always peel them off if I decide to put illumination LEDs in. There's one. Well, there you go, looking really good. So that's the end of my epic build. So let's go back over to the desk and let's close up this video.
Right, I'm going to try and wrap this video up. So I originally said at the beginning that I'd like to take this out and run it, but the weather's been atrocious and the video's already far too long. So I thought what I'd do is wrap this one up, and then when the weather turns, I'll do a short video running it in the car park and give my impressions on how I feel it drives. In terms of the kit, going back to what I said when I built the chassis, fantastic build quality. The plastic's really high quality. Love the screw heads with the anodized features and the hex head. Again, I go back to who is this aimed at? I'm not sure. It's a very expensive kit. If you had that kind of money, there's lots of other kits on the market that would compete with this. If you're a club racer, I'm not sure this is the one, because anything on this, any adjustment is major work. You know, it's not something you can do in between races. Even just changing a spring on a damper takes 10 minutes, where you're undoing multiple fixings. And I also still worry about the threads that are cut into the plastics, the longevity of those, because obviously putting these threads in and out, you're going to wear the plastics quite considerably. So yeah, I'm not sure this is an ideal racer. The looks on it, I mean, it's absolutely stunning, The body is, the way the body goes on, I just think is great. The fact that all the panels all screw on, and then you've just got this piece in the middle here on Velcro to take out. The weight distribution looks pretty good. Lot of weight on the back, hanging out the back here, so it should be fun to drive. You've got the battery in the middle, which is pretty good. I did silly things on here with the hop-ups, so I've got the wheel catchers inside. I've put different wheel nuts on here. I've obviously changed the pinion on the motor. The motor that I've got on here is a Tamiya motor. You can go back and have a look at the spec of that. And I did go for the uprated big bore dampers. Now, a couple of little disappointing things. First of all, I think for the price of this kit, it should have come with the slipper clutch. That's a £52 option. I haven't done that yet. I might do that in the future. I'll see how it runs. And these big bore dampers, they're pretty expensive, you know. I did treat myself a little bit there, but when they arrived they didn't have springs with them, which was very frustrating. My own fault for not reading the description, but for the price that they cost, I think the springs should have probably come with them. And that was an additional £22 for a set of springs, albeit you did get 3 different stiffnesses of springs. It's still more money thrown at the car. So in terms of looks wise, the big bore dampers really have set this kit off for me. They do look fantastic. In terms of performance, I'll have to wait and see. They don't seem to be doing much different to the original dampers that were on there, but it's very hard to tell. So we'll wait till we run it. But what an epic build, absolute epic build. I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been worth the money just for the longevity that's taken me to build the kit. It's been night after night, just tinkering with it and adding bits onto it, and it's been fantastic. It's not like, for example, let's say Tamiya Hornet, which I've built one of those in about an hour. Finished the chassis and got the body sprayed and putting the stickers on an hour after I opened the box. This has gone on and on and on, and it's been really great, thoroughly enjoyable build. So yeah, anyway, my build videos do get mixed responses. Basically, I put all the footage in there, and then it's down to the viewer to skim through it. And if you've got this far, I'm sure that's what you've done. You're not going to have sat there and watched for an hour of the build, but there are bits you can go back to and have a look at if you wish. So if you've enjoyed the video, if it's been any use to you, please do give it a thumbs up. And yeah, if you can subscribe, go and have a look at the channels. All kinds of things on there, not just RC cars. Lots of days out, lots of museums, and all my other hobbies are on there. I'm really enjoying making these videos. So, I mean, if you can subscribe, you'll be doing me a massive favour. And with that, we'll leave this epic build there. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.